Okay, guys, today is day 3 of the black truck. So we're gonna call it on the channels of the black truck officially, f-100 black truck, whatever. Today's body work. Specifically, there's no panel at all whatsoever here, and we have a big dent inside of here. We got T-boned, and this all got flared out here. What I try to do is bend this back. Maybe take a welder to it. I'm not focused on this right now, but I can get this stuff using that. But if I can get this all beat back in place, because it should look something like this, like straight. And it comes to here and it's all crooked. So I'll work on that and find which fender we'd like most out of all the two that we got. That'd be easiest to bend back. Right now I'm looking at this one. It's like everything here, but then here gets a little crazy, and this side's all crazy. But it matches perfectly to the bolts already, so if I can get this looking somewhat nice, we should be good. So I'm gonna work on the hood, and once I get the hood looking somewhat decent, we'll start working on one of the fenders. Okay, so now we're getting it to somewhat bend out by the looks of it. Kind of what I'm working on now. This is what I'm kind of working on right here. Can't really tell, but it's like somewhat bending out over here and starting to level out. But down here, right around the lawn, like it starts out from here, like it's all a corner. Then from here, I think it's flat. I'm trying to get that bent out more. I have all this back here somewhat evened out to about here. This skin, some other problem I can't really reach it that well. There's like a vein just from like down here up. It's kind of stupid. Goes all the way up here. There's one more back here. Up here where the hole is. Back up to that, and then they kind of meet. They're both kind of giving me a hard time, so we're gonna try to get it somewhat fixed. And hopefully have this looking a little better than what it is. Right now it doesn't look bad. It's evened out a little more down here. So when I put the fender on, it doesn't look as bad. When I was looking at this fender over here, the one I showed earlier, I'll get it underneath the decal. Won't let me send it over. Put that in first. I'm having a little bit of a problem here. Trying to get it back on. All that would explain why I'm having a problem. easily. Okay. The fender fixed, but there's bolts back here, the bottom side of it. There's bolts down here that are bent. They won't go in over here, so it's not all to hook up. Pretty sure that's what the problem is. So we're probably gonna just work on them a little more. I'll work on this a little more, and I'll get back to you guys when I get that looking better, and we're able to work on this fender. Fender we should knock out pretty fast. Won't take me terribly long for the fender, but this hood looks like it has something against me. So, okay, so I found a problem. What I'm working on right now over here ends right here in the bolt hole. It ends. Like, if you look up this side, like, it starts up here and it goes down, and the bracket's in the way. So, I can't really work on it much more. So, we're going to work on the fender, I guess, and it's fixed. Hopefully, this ain't fixed. Mainly here, it's the main problem. There's that little bit that I'll knock out in like 5 minutes, 2 minutes or so. That's what I'm using. Hopefully we can get this over here lined up a little more, looking a little better if we need to. Dissolve all that in half, dissolve all that, and weld her back in. If I don't want to beat on all this, it wouldn't look as good, but it would work. So, get the phone set up back on the stand. We'll work on that. Okay, I got the phone set back up. Got my tools here. And do some work on the spinner. So look on the underside. It doesn't look bad from the underside. But once you like work on it, look on the other side, it looks pretty toast. Hoping it's not as bad as it wants me to think it is. My finish is up. We're getting there somewhat. My finish is up here. And get back to you guys and see if we can somewhat mount it on the truck. Okay, so I got it somewhat beat out, but also somewhat not. Looking at it, it doesn't look half bad, but definitely some corners still needs work. Okay, looking around it, here's still the main problem here. I can't reach behind it with a hammer like I was able down here and somewhat up here. I can't really get that because how deep it is with the hammer. It just butts out. And I accidentally cracked it. I don't know if you really see. I cracked it there. But every now, there's a couple pinholes here and there in it. It may have just been rusty. Down here is a little beat up still. This whole entire fender here, from there to there, it all looked like that. But I beat it out somewhat enough so I can still see it. On this part up here, as I said on the back, it's all behind the bracket here. Behind this little frame, it's all behind it. I don't know how to get a hammer behind there to get it. So, when I'm done and hopefully get a little better at body work, I should have that looking somewhat like this. Hopefully. I'm getting there, but I'm not the best for this being my first project. And I didn't really bother much on here because the bracket behind it is in the way for like over half of the part. So I just kind of left it be. It's so much stain on the bottom, so it'll hit on the top of the panel good. It won't hurt it. So, see you guys in another video.